would like to know a little bit more about your body and how astrology functions, from the planets, from the houses, to your astrological zodiac signs, and how that functions with your physical body, spiritual body, then this is the video for you. Today we're going to be talking about Rootwork Astrology in terms of the energy of Scorpio. Okay, so holistic health, or sometimes what you'll hear is like medical astrology, and how that has to do with your personal chart. Okay, so before we get straight into it, I do want to say that I have Venus retrograde video is now up. I also have extended videos for your personal rising sign if you're wanting to see about that as well, and how this energy will affect you for Venus retrograde and what houses it'll be hitting in your personal chart. So we'll walk through that on those videos. I do have downloadable Rootwork Astrology as well, and then I do have personal readings open again. Okay, so y'all definitely want to check that out with the links below. And other than that, for those of y'all who's coming in for the first time, my name is Crew, aka A Rainy Storm. All right, and if you are here to transform, then you come to the right place. All right, for the people that are coming in for the first time, welcome to my humble abode. For those of y'all checking in again, what it is, what's up. All right, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Scorpio rootwork on holistic astrology. All right, so what is Scorpio? What is the energy of Scorpio? This is fixed water. The planets that rule over Scorpio is Mars, Martian energy, which is the cutting, the slicing through, the warrior energy, and Pluto, which is the transformative energy. Okay, it's the endings to the beginnings kind of energy when we're talking about Pluto energy here. Okay, so when we are talking about Pluto here in rootwork astrology, or Scorpio in rootwork astrology, the deep depths of we are talking about the arteries, the muscles, the testicles, the reproduction system, the teeth, nails, and hair. Like I said, these things definitely have to do with Saturn, especially when we're talking about teeth, nails, and hair, but this is also, that can be a part of it, or at least mentioned. But I will say that anything that you are exerting out of the body and blood also has to represent with Scorpio energy as well. The vampires of the Zodiac, well, at least one of them. Virgo's the other's vampire. Anyway, so when we're talking about the physical body, the personal body here as well, we will see the organs of reproduction, the gallbladder, and the rectum. Like I said, when we're talking about excretion of things coming out of the body. All right, so when we've moved through Virgo and then we've gotten to Libra to kind of restore the balance, because Virgo is the purification of it all, Libra is kind of the restorative system of it all, and then Scorpio kind of cuts anything else that's left, or kind of like trying to float at the bottom of the belly, float at the bottom of the things before you take it all out, or before you get all the extra and the rest of it out and things like that. So you can definitely see that here. So we see that with the body here. The planets that we have here that govern over this energy is procreation and reproduction. Any type of diseases or illnesses that usually happen in this section of the body. So you'll see like people that have reproduction or even erection, because Scorpio has to do with the sexual organs as well. They might have like erection issues, or if maybe you're trying for a baby and for some reason you can't get pregnant, there's some type of reproduction issue. So you could definitely see that here with this Scorpio energy. I've also seen, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, and I'm not saying this happens with everybody, but especially if there's a harsh, like, something with, specifically with Scorpio, but even Pluto, that has any kind of contact with Scorpio, not all the time, especially, but I would say like hard squares. I've seen people who have lost children as well. So not just the idea of getting pregnant, but somebody who had a child and lost a child in the middle of pregnancy. So I'm not saying that's for everybody. I'm just saying that's something that I've seen in a chart specifically. And this wasn't even like I was specifically doing just for holistic purposes, because I wasn't doing it specifically for this that I'm talking about right now, but I was actually channeling and seeing this in somebody's chart. And when I brought it up to them, they were like, wait, how did you know that? Like, I'm like, this is a hard, especially this was a fifth house, because fifth house has to do with children. And there was a Pluto, and there was a hard aspect to Pluto there. And at the time, I think the South Node was going through their fifth house. Yeah, the South Node in Scorpio was going through their fifth house at the time. And so I asked them, I'm like, something happened with a child or a baby? And yeah, they had lost their child. So little stuff like that you can see in a chart. And I'm not saying, like I said, it's not for everybody, but that's just something that I was channeling in somebody's personal chart when I was doing a reading before in that. So, yeah. Also, too, some characteristics that you can see with this energy in holistic astrology and pertains to Scorpio is worrying and paranoia. Okay? Worrying and paranoia. Okay? The trust might not always be there with this kind of energy, so you kind of like, I'm hearing I always feel that somebody's watching me. So you can feel like you don't necessarily have to be necessarily just being watched, but they're playing with my altar. Playing hide and go seek on my altar. But I love being a great grandmother with the babies. With the stinky butts. But anyway, yeah. So you can see that here too. Plants or foods and herbs and trees you can see here. Really, a lot of times Scorpio has to do in holistic astrology with like spices and hot food, only because it's associated with Mars. You don't have to like hot foods, but spice could definitely be something that you gravitate to here, or working with hot foods, or just herbs in your spiritual work. Ginger, pepper, onion, garlic, things that have a hot underbelly to them. You can even see chile in here as well too, with that. Now flowers, they usually say it's like unusual types of flowers. You can see they like coarse flowers. I would even say dead like plants, dead, working with like dead leaves or dead plants, things that have just finished out some type of cycle of some sort here. You can also see for trees, holly, fir, thyron, barring trees as well here too. Now, wait, did I put that one? I said thyron. No, it's not no thyron. Thorn-bearing trees. Let me see. Thorn-bearing trees. Thorn-bearing trees, things that are like sharp. I would even go to reach to say cactus as well here too, because cactus actually has water in it, has huge amounts of sources of water in it, but it has spikes and thorns on the outside of it before you can actually drink it. So I would even say a cactus is very scorpionic here, especially it being like fixed water with Scorpio. So that's a little bit of what you can see for this Scorpio energy. Like I said, I just wanted to give y'all a little synopsis of what this energy could look like and what this energy could be, but y'all already know what it is. Definitely check out, like I said, personal readings and all those other offerings below in the description box. Please leave your comments down below. If y'all have anything else that y'all want to add to these conversations, I'm more than willing to listen. If there's anything that you recommend or that you want to be discussed in this series, please let me know down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And I will see y'all on the next video. We're going to get into Sagittarius. All right. So you already know what it is. It's a rainy storm checking in, checking out, without a doubt.